like new sunglasses, like a brand new pair of jeans. I feel like taking chances. I feel a lot like 17. I feel like windows roll down new city streets and cabs. I feel like anything can happen in life, and you take me right back when we were kids. Never thought I'd feel like this. Brand new.
Please stand and join us for the presentation of the colors by the Boise School District JROTC, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, friends and families of the class of 2022, the 138th graduating class of Boise High School. Graduates, as the principal of Boise High, it is my sincere pleasure to tell you all how proud we are of you and to offer my heartfelt congratulations. You are a special group and have left a lasting impression on our school. Way to go, Boise High Class of 2022. We made it. Tonight, as we celebrate our graduates, we ask for your support in conducting a respectful ceremony to be enjoyed and remembered by all. Please cheer for your graduate, but be mindful that we will be reading many names, and we want every family and group of friends to have the opportunity to hear the name of their special graduate as it is called. Thank you in advance for allowing us to honor the accomplishments of each and every one of our graduates with respect and appreciation. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our platform guests for tonight's commencement celebration. If you would please hold your applause until all are standing and have been introduced. President of the Board of Trustees, Dave Wagers. Trustee, Andy Hawes. Trustee, Nancy Gregory. Trustee, Steve Schmidt. Trustee, Beth Oppenheimer. Superintendent of the Boise Public Schools, Mr. Kobe Dennis. Area Director of the Boise High Quadrant, Ms. Debbie Donovan. Assistant Principal, Ms. Kelly Fasico. Assistant Principal, Mr. Andy Horning. Assistant Principal, Mr. Dan McGee. Announcer of Graduates, Ms. Jennifer McLean. Announcer of Graduates, Mr. Bryson Valentine. Senior Class President, Corey Cadwell. And our two graduation speakers, Elizabeth Dukmo and Tucker Briggs. I would also like to acknowledge the music provided for us this evening by the Boise High Band and Orchestra under the direction of Megan Faye Olswanger and Laurel Talley. as well as the Boise High Choir, whom we'll hear from later under the direction of Mr. David Burton. I would also like to take a moment now to recognize a few of the many Boise High graduates who have helped build our tradition of excellence. Generations of Boiseans have attended Boise High School, and this is certainly represented with the graduating class of 2022. In the graduating class, we have 47 second-generation graduates. We have 8 third-generation graduates. We have 4 fourth-generation graduates. We have 1 fifth-generation graduate, and we have 1 sixth-generation graduate. For those families who have generational graduate, a special insert will be sent home with the graduate's diploma. We are certainly proud of this tradition and would like to acknowledge those who are with us tonight. Would the parents, grandparents, family members, faculty, or guests who are Boise High graduates please stand and be recognized as alumni of our great public institution. Thank you. Speaking of faculty and staff, I would like to acknowledge the incredibly dedicated individuals who work at Boise High School. This includes teachers, counselors, nurses, assistant principals, support staff, athletic administration, custodians, food service workers, and countless others. This is indeed a special group of people. They know how to motivate, inspire, challenge, and develop thinkers. And they do not do these things for recognition or accolades. They do this because they believe in each and every one of these graduates. We would like to thank all of the teachers and thank all of the teachers and staff members of Boise High School for helping make tonight possible for our seniors. Our faculty has learned how to do everything differently, changed directions often, and quite simply, these last few years, they have been heroes. Yeah. We have 7 faculty members who are retiring after this evening's commencement, and they are deserving of special recognition on this occasion. Robert Bellamy, Shelley Heath, Laura Kingsley, Jerry O'Mahony, Ellie Isursa, Lisa Ross, and Jody Flanagan, thank you for dedicating your years of service to our students. Now, if I could ask all of the faculty and staff, including those seated on the stage, to please stand and be recognized by our graduates, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Parents, you are your children's primary and most important teachers. While we are fortunate to have your students for a short time, you will continue in your role for the rest of your lives. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Boise High School, thank you for allowing us the privilege of having one small part in their lives these last few years. We cannot thank you enough for the gift you have shared with us. Parents and guardians of the class of 2022, please stand, and graduates, I want to hear you clap really loud for your parents. Now I would like to acknowledge some of the highlights of the graduating class of 2022, which is made up of 505 students. The total number of students who enrolled in at least one advanced placement course this school year is 298, representative of 59% of the class. As of the end of the second semester, the average weighted cumulative grade point average for the class of 2022 is a 3.43 on a 4-point scale. Next year, they plan to attend colleges, university, career training, exchange programs, service organizations, engage in military service, enter the world of career exploration, and a variety of other experiences all over the United States and all over the world. At Boise High, we are very proud of our reputation as an excellent academic, civic-minded, and inclusive public high school. The many accomplishments of the class of 2022 will certainly allow us to continue our tradition as an outstanding public high school. It is my pleasure to share with you just some of the highlights of the graduating class, many of which are marked in the graduation program. In this class, we have 2 Presidential Scholar finalists and 1 who won the Presidential Scholar Award for the state of Idaho. We have 7 National Merit Scholarship Program finalists, 24 Rotary Century Scholars, 132 students with a minimum weighted grade point average of a 4.0, 130 recipients of the Boise High Teacher's Choice Award, 37 recipients of the Boise High Heart of the Brave Award, 50 members of the Boise High chapter of the National Honor Society, 278 members of the class of 2022 with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. 19 graduates are involved in our AVID program. 2 graduates earned an AP capstone diploma. Numerous graduates have been offered scholarships to colleges and universities all across the world. Many of our graduates participated in a variety of programs through the Dennis Technical Education Center. Several graduates were involved in JROTC and have enlisted in the military. Dozens of our graduates were involved in the Boise High Peer Mentor Program. Hundreds of members of this class were involved in campus clubs, club sports, athletic teams, co-curricular activities, just to name a few. Most of these graduates worked jobs outside of school or volunteered in their community. The class of 2022 has organized parades, held dances on softball fields, organized civic action events in our community, won state athletic and academic championships, registered voters, exercised citizen action. Many members of this class overcame tremendous personal obstacles and continued to persevere. And every member of the graduating class of 2022 attended school these last 3 years remotely, in a hybrid format, and fully in person to make it to high school graduation. These are remarkable achievements. And at this time, I would like to ask the class of 2022 to stand, and would all in attendance please help me recognize this achievement for them. Thank you. You may be seated. To the class of 2022, I leave you with this. Your best achievements cannot be printed in a program because they cannot be separated from who you are as people. Thank you to all of the members of the class of 2022 who demonstrated unprecedented balance, resilience, acceptance, valor, and engagement. Thank you for those of you who cared for your schoolmates and classmates, developed meaningful and lasting relationships with your teachers, counselors, and administrators, who were kind, passionate, and brave. Thank you for making every day a great day to be the brave. You have made Boise High a better place, and you'll make the world a better place. Congratulations. Now, I would like to introduce our first of 2 student speakers who are representative of the academic top 20% of the graduating class and were selected by their classmates to speak on their behalf this evening. Please welcome Elizabeth Duke Moe.
Okay, I would like to acknowledge first that Boise High School is on the traditional ancestral lands of the Shoshone-Bannock people, whose connection to this land must be remembered. I would like to take a moment of silence to reflect on these past, present, and future land stewards. President Wagers, Superintendent Dennis, faculty and staff, guests and graduates, I am honored to speak with you today. Esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, I am relieved, as are most of you, that I will not be presenting changes for the school district like usual, but it's great to see you, Trustee Hawes and Oppenheimer. As many of you know, I like salmon and I like conservation. I want to quickly talk about the issue of the 4 lower Snake River dams that are causing a dissipating anadromous fish population. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. That's not the speech today. Find me after. I want to begin by saying thank you to the people who made it possible for me to be here. Ms. Church, thank you for your mentorship. You've taught me how to enjoy my time as a student while still chasing after the world. I believe every graduating student deserves a mentor like you to learn from. The 2 most important things a person can do, according to Ms. Church, is to write thank you notes and use teeth whitener. I hope you all remember this. To my moms, thank you for spending a lot of money to have me. I hope it's been a ball, gags, laugh, and all. To Mr. McMorrow and Mr. Valentine, I'll get you next year. Tucker, you are one of my best friends. I know that our high school late night drives will bleed into college and that you will always be someone I can lean on. Thanks for having parents who love Burning Man. Homecoming and toga were awesome. Robbie Tommy, AKA our beloved principal, Mr. Thompson. I have never been to the principal's office as often as this year, except for when I punched Colton Smith in the face in 2nd grade for taking my rock. Thank you for teaching me about leadership. Mr. Ulrichson, thank you for all the spoons you lent me during lunch. I will not be returning any of them. Fasico, Horning, and McGee, thank you for not suspending any of us during sport games this year for our chants. Specifically the one we were never allowed to use, and definitely for good reason. It's all right, it's okay, you're gonna work for us someday. Today, I am honored to share my words with the graduating members of Boise High School. Many of us will be enlisting in trade school, attending college education, entering the workforce, joining the military, or taking a gap year. Many of us will take paths that the rest of us will never follow nor experience. And many of us have been continuously bombarded by questions such as, what are you going to do? In 5th grade at Roosevelt Elementary, I wanted to be the President of the United States. How crazy was I? Luckily, Quentin Carney will be doing that instead. So, I want to urge each of you during the next part of your lives to first reconsider what you know about yourselves. Second, to have an open mind about what type of people you fit in with. And third, to be flexible with what story you want to create. This is not only the end, but the beginning of an entire new chapter of each of our stories. As this year began to pick up in the fall, I found myself constantly thinking about my future. I was stressed out, even canceling on friends, mostly Adele Davis, and focusing more and more on what I wanted my life to look like. I learned from those couple months about how my story should unravel. As I look back on high school, I have trouble recalling the hours spent studying for an SAT I would do poorly on. I do not remember the tests that I canceled plans for. But I can fondly think about driving 4 hours to attend the girls' state basketball game, only to lose by 1 to Timberline. I think about hiding out in Miss Church's classroom on the giant black couch that somehow did not get removed like the rest of the couches during hybrid school. I think about autumn rain driving me to the emergency room at 6:45 a.m. in the morning because I ate a protein bar that accidentally had nuts during 0-hour chemistry in 9th grade. My point is, I want each of you to remember and pursue more of these stories. While the grades matter, the memories matter more. Next year, whatever you may be doing, I urge you to chase experiences, because these are what are going to stay with you. Working hard should never be at the expense of time with others. None of us should miss out on experiences that are pivotal for our own stories. Gabby boys, keep playing Homescapes. Don't let anyone tell you to grow up. And that is a main point of mine today. Please continue to choose fun, to choose time for who you are. While this next chapter of our life is a serious endeavor, it doesn't have to be dealt with so seriously. As I look back on our class, I will fondly remember Ada McLean and I talking to cops as the 25 seniors behind us continued to throw tires on Boise High's goalposts at 1 a.m. for a bad senior prank. I will think about Toga with Tucker as the DJ playing the Geometry Dash theme music when no one requested it. Or asking Sophie Shawls to homecoming at Powder Puff in front of the cheering crowd. I will think about painting the bee red, choking on color powder as we serpentined to our homecoming game, only to lose by 40. Maybe next year. And while we may have ideas about our next plans, such as Luca Biggs becoming a soccer star or soccer mom, or JJ Burns joining a frat, I have learned that it is important to remember where we came from when considering who we are going to be. For me, I will remember walking through downtown Boise at lunch, running around in the shadows of the Sawtooths playing fugitive. I will remember fondly arguing vehemently for a shaggy bison mascot and attending protests at the Idaho Capitol during my break. I will also think about my time in class. And I know faith in student council is at an all-time low after the painting the bee fiasco, but all hope is not lost. I am proud to say that we quickly vetoed the scholars as a mascot immediately from the beginning. And while the Boise Beaver mascot era was short-lived, my girlfriend was a big fan, but you don't know her, she doesn't go to this school, kind of like Everett LeBon's girlfriend. So I hope that each of you continue to enjoy these experiences and enjoy recalling these memories being exactly where you are right now. Tonight, my friends and I will be taking our last bus ride home during our high school years. I consider each of you so important in my own story and my high school experience. And the high school experience isn't memorable because of the sweaty mosh pits or the classes. People love high school because of the friends they spent it with. This next part of our life will be the same. I will miss all of you and wish I had chosen experiences before work a lot sooner. A lesson learned should be a lesson shared. Please do not be worried about what you're going to do. If you choose fun, if you choose people and relationships and experiences, there will be no way that you make the wrong choice. I'm so excited to hear each of your stories one day. Thank you for letting me tell you some of mine. Thank you, Boise High, the first graduating class to be brave enough to choose a new symbol. It has been an honor. Oh, and for the next speech, make sure to grab 3D glasses under your seats. It's going to be a movie. Thank you so much, Tucker Briggs. Oh, do you have it?
Well, that was a very kind introduction. President Wagers, Superintendent Dennis, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, guests, parents, and graduates, thank you for coming here today. Also, if at any point you leave your seat to get some water or go to the restroom, just make sure you're back here in about 45 minutes so that you can catch the Q&A session at the end of my speech. Unless you are specifically mentioned in these thanks, or you know the people who are, these can be a bit tedious, so I'll try to keep them quick. I want to first thank Mr. Thompson from helping us set up scaffolding at homecoming, to approving the Burning Man art card that played at Toga, your curiosity and sometimes handoff approach to enriching our high school experience has truly made my senior year more fun. Lizzie, I want to thank you for always being by my side, literally and figuratively. I've entrusted you with many of my life's most important choices, and I've never regretted it. I'd like to thank my parents for making me. To Aiden, Leo, and Peter, I've known you since elementary school, and you've taught me better than anyone else what it truly means to be happy. And finally, but most importantly, I'd like to thank our head custodian, Doug Ford. I'd like to thank him for not quitting his job, given the hardships the sophomores have put him through this year. I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and the dedication you show for this school. In fact, I think it would be appropriate for another round of applause right now. So what is the best way to start a speech about Boise High? Well, I figure I should go back to its historic founding by the Central High School Board in 1908. There were 3 phases of construction. First, the Seattle Concrete Company was hired to lay the original cement in the prefabricated. No, I'm just kidding. I would never actually force you to listen to that. No, instead, I will begin by briefly telling you about 3 things at Boise High that will never change. Number 1, the College Board will still charge us $40 to not take an AP test. Number 2, the Student Council organized senior pranks will still be awful. And finally, number 3, everyone will still love our new mascot. And although we love the bee tremendously, and the bee is like our best friend, and we've known the bee for a really long time, so we feel kind of bad about changing it, associating the bison with the brave was certainly the right call. Okay, now I'm going to speak to something a little bit more meaningful to me. So for those of you who know me well, you know I'm a bit eccentric, and for those of you who know me even better, you know how much I like to embrace it. One of my favorite experiences of high school was going to IHOP for 24 hours straight, starting at 8 a.m. and leaving at 8 a.m. the next morning. Me and my friends set up a projector in the back corner to watch Shrek on a big screen, and we ran extension cords across the entire restaurant to do it. And unfortunately, but unsurprisingly, the food wasn't even that good. I mean, I know it might seem impossible, but you actually can get sick of cupcake-flavored pancakes. In fact, you can actually get so sick of them that the fried food side of the menu starts looking like an appetizing alternative. Let me just tell you, I had to learn that the hard way. My good friend Leo ended up ordering something from that side of the menu, and you want to know what he thought the best option was? Sirloin steak tips and eggs at IHOP at 3:30 in the morning. Anyways, we survived our endeavor, and I was able to make it back home just in time to speak at my high school's graduation. So, why am I telling you about my trans fat-fueled frenzy at IHOP? I'm telling you about it because yes, a lesson learned should be a lesson shared. But also, I'm telling you about it because it was weird, and that's the very reason why I loved it. Through all of my years as a student at Boise High, as a kid going to Burning Man with his mom and dad, and as a teenager building dams in the foothills with his friends, sorry, Lizzie, I never enjoyed myself more than when I was doing something unique, interesting, and weird. Although a psychologist could probably attribute this behavior to the immense amount of lead paint I consumed as a child, I believe that acting in these strange and unpredictable ways is important to me for 2 main reasons. Number 1, My parents once told me that when you are true to yourself and your personality, you attract the people who love you for your most intimate idiosyncrasies that no one else can provide. I couldn't agree with them more. Do what you actually enjoy, say what you wish to express, and live life knowing that your friends became your friends, aware of what they were getting themselves into. And the second reason is that doing things differently in your social life trains your brain to be more comfortable applying that mentality elsewhere. Whether it be as a writer, an entrepreneur, or a scientist, new solutions exist exclusively in the places where no one in the history of humankind has ever searched. The companies that will change the world, the products that will dominate our lifestyles, and the people who you will come to talk about at the dinner table are not normal. They are by definition different, because if they were the same, they never would have succeeded. By being different and refusing to conform to the social convention, you become more comfortable thinking differently. You become more comfortable doing things in new and interesting ways, and by integrating this attitude into your daily life, it is inherently becoming a part of how you think, and I believe that's an incredible thing. So, next time you're presented with the opportunity to do something unique, do it. And if others are already doing that unique thing, then do that unique thing in a unique way. And if someone is already doing that unique thing in a unique way, then add a unique twist to it. And if someone is already doing that unique thing in a unique way with the same unique twist, then I guess you are out of luck because my speech isn't long enough to violate you with another iteration of that nonsense. Please, graduates, spend these last months you have together well. Someday they will become the good old days. And when the summer is over and you get back to work, show the world what you can do. There will be those who doubt you, but let them make that mistake. Because when they do, they simply add to the fire of resolute determination that burns inside each and every one of you. I've seen it firsthand. Use their mistake to teach them a lesson in ever second-guessing what you are capable of, and use their mistake to show them how inconceivably driven to succeed you truly are. Now I encourage you, no matter what your future holds, please, for yourself, for those around you, for those that you might never meet otherwise, be weird, be unique, be true to yourself, and most importantly, be brave. And in case you're going home thinking you didn't gain anything from either of these speeches, you're wrong. You got a free pair of 3D glasses. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the superintendent of the Boise School District, Mr. Kobe Dennis, for the presentation of the class of 2022 to the Board of Trustees. Mr. Dennis. My papers might be in your way.
You're good. You're good.
Good evening. First of all, Tucker, Lizzie, great job. It's never easy to stand up in front of this many people and have to talk, so thank you for what you said tonight. Appreciate it. So, as I look out over the graduates, the families, and our stage guests tonight, I deeply appreciate that while each of us have our own stories of exactly how we ended up at this moment and where we go next, I know for a fact that each and every one of us share one basic desire, and that is that I make my remarks short so we can get to watching you graduate. So I promise I will keep this brief. A few years ago, I noticed a sign over on the Boise State football facility that read, quote, "The dream is free, but the journey is not." Those words have left a lasting impression on me, and if you think about it, Everyone has the opportunity to dream, but only the select few are willing to travel the road to reach that dream. You are the select few. You are here today because you embraced the journey. The dream was not enough. You had to find the strength to persevere. When the path took a sharp turn or was uncertain, you found your way. You showed the determination to adapt and stay on course. The class of 2022 embodies the lifelong attributes of determination, resiliency, and flexibility. You showed up and did the work that was necessary to reach the goal of graduation. You put your heart and soul into making yourselves and your classmates better. You were patient, but prepared. And when opportunities arose, you seized them. My sincerest hope is that you never forget the lessons that you've learned over the last 13 years. They will serve you and those around you well for the rest of your life. Because no matter what your future holds, those skills and your character will be critical to your success. Nothing gets in the way of this class, and we could not be prouder. And you should be proud of all that you have accomplished and all that you will achieve. Congratulations. And with that being said, I recommend the class of 2022 to receive their diplomas to the Board of Trustees. I certify that they have met all of the requirements set forth by the state of Idaho and the Boise School District. And now I would like to introduce Trustee Steve Schmidt, representing the board, to accept the 2020 class.
When I think about the journey that Superintendent Dennis just spoke of, I think about a bicycle. I remember it was a red bicycle, like Boise High Red actually, and it had little black knobby tires and tiny chrome rims and a small shiny black seat. In fact, it was the smallest bike that Trek built with pedals on it. And my wife and I had purchased it as a gift for our 3-year-old son's birthday. It was on that bike that our son began to develop new skills, like how to ride a 2-wheeled bike and how to ride with other people on bikes and how to share the trail with hikers and other people. In some ways, Boise High School has been like that little red bike for you. You've developed new skills, you've worked with others, you've learned more about who you are, what you like, and what you don't like. My son experienced new freedoms and independence on that bike. And we began to see some innate characteristics flourish in him in that time. Things like strength, determination, and a competitive spirit. Boise High has been a place where you and those around you have seen your innate characteristics, those things that make you unique, begin to emerge and grow. Those falls, the scrapes, and your successes have helped to shape who you are. My son has outgrown his little red bike, but it will always be a part of his journey. Your time at Boise High will always be a part of your journey. And you haven't been alone. All along, there have been people supporting you, encouraging you, guiding you, your teachers, the staff, your friends, and your family. So if you hear one thing from me tonight, let it be this. Every person in this room has intrinsic value. You just as you are, not because of what you've done, what you say, just as a person, you have that value, and each of you has a purpose. Graduates, I encourage you, go forward in your journey, Boise brave, living in the knowledge of your value and finding your purpose. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to formally accept the certification of the Boise High School graduating class of 2022, and I invite you to come forward and receive your diplomas. Congratulations, graduates.
Moath Abdul Razak. Ethan Marcus Albert. Adrian Felipe Albizo Barone. Piper Elizabeth Aldrich. Leanne Azuka Alex. Shams Osama Alfartusi. Catherine Laverta Allen. Mason Ryan Allen. Braden Cade Anderson. Caden B. Anderson. Corey Bowden Anderson. Moesha Isabel Aplicano Burnham. Maria Guadalupe Arachiga. Tess Elizabeth Armstrong. Brooklyn Sue Areola. Sean Robert Atkins. Skylar Jordan Atkinson. Brenna Ray Oshgen. Maria Babick. Elijah Scott Bader Hellstrom. Kirsten Noel Bailey. Nicole Marie Bailey. Camille Grace Baker. Zoe Jordan Balo. Ashley Ray Banks. George Jack Henry Barrios. Annalise Catherine Bart. Moon Bates. Hayden Tolkett Bauer. Aiden Connor Becht. Charlie Robert Beckendam. Mason Lee Benoit. Leo Henry Berliner. Julia Louise Berman Solo. Nicholas Chase Beswick Seidel. Carly Ray Betcher. Luca Baker Biggs. Reagan Rianne Burt. Jeffrey Jack Blackaller. Eris Catherine Blount. Ethan Emil Board. Skylar Marin Bobst. Philip W. Chance Boddicker. Nicholas Richard Berner. Gabrielle Janet Boyce. Ryan Michael Bollinger. Alyssa Elaine Bonzer. Siobhan Kathleen Bostaff. Sophia Renee Bowman. Anina Nicole Bradley. Samuel Lloyd Brackenseek. Samantha Catherine Bramwell. Andrew Forrest Brar. Tucker Mojo Briggs. Ryan Elizabeth Bright. Sophia Christine Brockle. Jackson Fraley Bronner. Hannah Lillian Brown.
Tyson Reed Brownlee. Ella Marie Brinison. Matthew Adam Buchholz. Aubrey Anna Bureau. Ella Jean Bureau. Akasha Corinne Emily Burgess. Jack Bradley Burrell. Mia Iman Busalejic Begic. Bennett Carlisle Butler. James Francis Byrne III. William Connor Burns. Hugo Isaul Cabrera Gutierrez. Corey Lee Cadwell. Madison Jane Calhoun. Walter Augustus Campbell. Sierra Elizabeth Carls. Rory John Carlson. Elizabeth Brown Carney. Quentin Everett Carney. Seth Ryan Carroll. Sydney Song Case. Piper Elizabeth Kavanaugh. Estella Diane Ophelia Centeno. Samantha Grace Chandler Younts. Samuel Ryan Chigbrow. William Harrison Siluaga. Kaylin Elizabeth Clark. Lucas J. Clarkston. Kylie Elizabeth Cleghorn. Lennon Shay Klein. Nathaniel Gage Cochran. Porter William Cofield. Madeline Ichiso Colborn. Finian Reller Coleman. Lillian Grace Collins. Meg Marie Conklin. Ethan James Cooper. Sophia Marguerite Koppel. Stella Louise Corsi. Olivia Riley Cruz. Rishi Nayar Kuchin. Emery Sway Cutler Lynch. Genevieve Ray D'Ambrosio. Lauren Zusha Damarel. Carson Marie Daniels. Adele Davis. Trinity Jeffrey Davis. Maya Yi Rooney Day. Thomas Robert Dean. Darcy Juliet DeAngelis. Dennis Bird Delaney. Vishawn Joshua Delaney. Isley Errol Delgadillo. Georgina Diaz Campuzano. Dylan Thomas Ditter. Henry Stephen Dorr. Owen Edward Dorr. Lucas Jack Donahoe. Daniel William Arthur Doherty.
Gloria Tumusimi Drinka. Abigail Hampton Dukmo. Elizabeth Ann Dukmo. Mariana Faye Duncan. William Edward Dunn II. Luke John Edwards. Claire Ice. Chloe Renee Erickson. Miles Aragon Erickson. Jacob Edgar Estes. Olivia Ray Avaro. Ledge Falvey. Holden Elizabeth Farrell. Sydney Page Farrell. Ella Marie Fernside. Odin Armstrong Femenia. Raleigh Harlan Fenton. Garrett Parnell Field. Felix John Filson. Ryan Alexander Fisher. Parker Bowen Fish. Isaac Benjamin Fishman. Laura Ann Fitzpatrick. Elon Lakina Purdy. Riley David Foster. Jack Victor Franco. Tyler Curley Freeman. Viviana Catrice French. Carolina Andrea Garcia. Zachary Bruce Garman. Tegan Lee Garrison. Yareli Garza Gomez. Lena Taylor Geary. Hans Peter Gabert. Gavin David G. Christian Michael George. Avi Joy Gerhardt. Lane Grace Gibson. Riley Mae Gibson. Sally Claire Gibson. Zane Gibson. Victoria Mae Gidley. Luke Nerlin Nettinger. Mika Nazim Nettinger. Dayanara Juliana Gonzalez Ruiz. Ellie K. Gooden. Cheyenne Jamie Graves. Isabella Guardia. Erica Diane Gustafson. Carson Kurt Gustavo. Cheyenne Jamie Graves. Now where? Carson, right? Carson Kurt Gustavo. Peyton Lourdes Gustavson. Elena Maria Gutierrez. Jack Henry Gwynn. Gregory Allen Hahn. Citlalit Joy Hamilton Rubio. Jamie Ray Hamlin. Alexander Quinn Hanlos. Jennifer Ann Hanlos. Alyssa Claire Hansen.
Gwen Jane Hansen. Alexander Euless Hargrove. Henry Patrick Harper. Gavin Nicholas Harris. Bert Lance Hartman. Alexia Grace Hougen. Haley Ann Hawk. Miles Cody Heiner. Evan Allen Henkel. Juliet Elizabeth Herman. Joseph Alfredo Lee Hernandez. Hawkins River Herald. Zachary David Hess. Hatcher Helleman Hildy. Emily Ann Hill. Tamison Kelly Hill. Hayden Andrew Pono Hinchman. Grace Catherine Hinkle. Carson Michael Holman. Tallis Holzman. Christopher Neil Holstein. Amelia Elizabeth Howard. Katharina Hutu. Colin Lewis Hughes. Dina Kathleen Hughes. Dominic Wesley Hughes. Annabelle Marie Hume. Jaden Zabine Hutton. Nevaeh Rain Hyde. Astash Edie Matende. Nehemiah Isaac. Mohammed Abubakar Jibril. Brandon Richard Jackson. Roxana Denise Jacobson. Jacob Philip Jardine. Marielle Nicole Jennings. Grace Elizabeth Jensen. Tanner Allen Jensen. Hannah Mae Jimenez. Jordan Lane Jimenez. Holly Uriel Johnson. Logan Michael Johnson. Avery Catherine Jones. Martin Kabalika. Judy Ahmad Qadro. Bato Kamala. Lucas Yankanovic. Kia Aiden Kearns. Maggie Marie Keevan. Paige Christine Kingsley. Chase Landon Kluckstall. Abigail Rose Knight. Mia Marie Knight. Celia Ford Knutson. Franny Marie Kasemba. Elise Juliette Kraska. Claire Elizabeth Kabinski. Ariana Labastida. Everett Welling Labone.
Sadie Ann Ladd. Ella Midori Lane. Amelia Rose Lane. Good job, Amelia. Arthur Jean-Charles Langlais. Brady Thomas Larson. Elsa Dale Larson. Mason David Laurier. Brandon Edward Lecton. Isabella Louise Moncada Lee. Ivy Rose Lee. Cody Allen Leishman. Lucy Letelier. Anity Loiak. Benjamin Edward Lomas. Chloe May Lomas. Andrew David Lloyd. Alyssa Hannah Luciano. Wendy Lisette Renteria. Sawyer Paul Luthi. Anthony Michael Lutz. I feel like I'm doing this. Grady Patrick Lynch. Elise Evelyn McDonald. Verdiana Gabrielle Madrid. Ella Caroline Markham. Greta Diane Martin. Adela Matiso. Robin Matson. Tanner Wolfgang Maurer. Amy Marie May. Adelia Madison Mayton. Malia Ryan McCall. Brian Kenneth Brent McDaniel. Owen Gregory McDaniel. Torrin Angus McDevitt. Jack Thomas McIntyre. Mark James McIntyre. Liam Henry McLean. Andrew Thomas McLaughlin. Aiden Ripley McLean. Jacob Jose McMillan. Hayden Christopher Meadows. Stacia Christine Murs. Nicholas Maximilian Myers. Spencer Reed Myers. Armand Joseph Migliori. Nineve Elsie Miller. Carson Edward Milliken. Jackson Presley Mills. Max Remington Mills. Ian Charles Minton. Clarity Rose Moffett. Braden William Malloy. Taylor Isaac Montandon. Mark Allen Moorfield. Raphael John Moranis. Udair Kenneth Moreno.
Sarah Michael Morgan. Carmen Olivia Morris. Zachary Michael Morris. Myri Noel Murphy. Liam Jacobus Murray. Nicola Lauren Myers. Anushka Gowrie Naidu. Luke Harrison Neely. Ella Tate Nelson. Ashton Allen Nelson Yokomizo. Caitlin Bell Neville. Morgan Hope Neville. Christoph Ngenzi. Ashlyn Elin Nguyen. Micah Jolie Nienstead. Anesio Nina. Cooper Anthony Nixon. Tahabo Hassan Noor. Connor Emmett O'Brien. Ian Timothy O'Keefe. Ava Danielle Oakland. Davis Clinton Oman. Wesley Charles Oman. I said it already. Matthew Peter Oakey. Robin Tulip Olson. Edgar Pierce Ormseth. Augustine Ortiz. Ryan Oliver Park. Charles Stanton Park. Dahyun Park. Alexander Cameron Patrick. Zachary Houston Patterson. Ollie Estelle Payne. Finn Earl. Abigail Sage Peck. Maddie Ophelia Piney. Brandon Perez Cruz. Gianna Marie Parado. Abigail Marie Peterson. Avery Nicole Peterson. Brock Forrest Peterson. Calvin Dale Fisterer. Alex Petmasai. Leo Jensen Pyrus. Ava Elizabeth Plesher. Emma Grace Poppy. Zachary Edward Postma. Lucy Aaron Powell. Nikane Lete Powell. Jonah Elliott Ilan Persimet. Nathan Laszlo Pravari. Connor Anthony Puopolo. Ontario Wilson Carter Pursley. E.E. Pugh. Anthony Edward Quillisi. Autumn May Rain. Lila Lee Chong Ray. Allison Elizabeth Reitz. Malia Lee Reynolds. Anya Rose Rice.
Casey Woodrow Ryder. Lucy Nova Rimkus. Kylie Ann Reese. Rio Gerona Ritchie. Natalie Angelica Rivera. Elizabeth Kathleen Rorick. Charles Garrett Rowe. Abraham Oakley Rodriguez. Olivia Rogers. Emma Catherine Rosales. We skipped her. There we go. Dayanara Juliana Gonzalez Ruiz. Riley Ann Rupp. Lydia Rose Ruth. Henry David Sales. Abhishek Sarkey. Alina Sarkey. Sostika Sarkey. Abigail Grace Scamardella. Amelia Rose Scarrow. Barrett Eliza Shows. Andy Peyton Shell. Emma Watson Shell. Lily Louise Schoenfeld. Caitlin Rachel Schroeder. Maxwell Fitzgerald Schultz. Nikita Anastasia Scott. Caden J. Pickles Settlemeyer. Omar Selassie. Santiago Serratos. Tabitha Christine Schaefer. Sophia Marie Shawls. Jameson Christopher Shaw. Sid Shaw. Michael Shema. Dina Beverly Joy Sherman. Hallie Claire Mira Sherman. Cooper Nathan Hideo Shimatsu. Mackenzie Christina Shirey. Ahmed Osman Shobel. Sophia Alexis Singer. Remedy Taryn Scoro Booth. Corey Brooks Slee. Ariana Smirnova. Aiden Rose Smith. Ani Brienne Smith. Colton Gerald Smith. Dylan Scott Smith. Isabella Laura Smith. Logan McFarland Smith. Spencer LaRon Smith. Lasso. Alec Ford Songer. Asha Quinn Soni. Avery Ellison Spoya. Spoya Caitlin. Jonah Rain Squires. Catherine Ariaga Stacy. Tessa Joelle Staley. Annika Marie Stanweens. Miller Orion States. Annan Joseph Stevens.
Catherine Josephine Stevens. Benjamin K. Stewart. Jacob Stiles. Abdul Rahman Ali Sui. Oh, Caleb Stiles. Isabella Grace Swope. Jack Robert Tallman. Noah James Tam. Diego Tapia. Ava Margaret Tate. Miles Henry Tate. Macy Ann Taylor. B. Evan Taylor. Aiden Brooke Tiergarten. Aiden Elizabeth Terry. Jeffrey Joseph Teskey. Jocelyn Theobald. Brooke Forrest Theory. Isabella Grace Thornton. Lane Camille Thurber. Cale Ethan Tippett. Henry John TCA. Michaela Justine Tobin. Morgan Jane Trail. Estella Jones Trojanowski. Catherine Elizabeth Turk. Ava Grace Umberger. Giovanni Mario Ursillo. Ethan Charles Valancourt. Zoe Mae Vandegrift Bowles. Parker Elise Van Dam. William Peter Vanderpool VI. Chase Levi Vaught. Elena Grace Vega. Maria Julianne Vineyard. Mallory Brett Wallington. Jia Tony Wen. Reagan Marie Watts. Jackson Oakley Webb. Tucker Webb Knutson. Liam Alexander Weber Wells. Abigail Joanna Wexler. Elizabeth Julia Wells. Davin Momsen Wernz. Morgan Nicole Westcott. Kyle David Weatherelt. Charles James Wyrick. Olivia Grace Weber. Victoria Rhiannon Weil. Brock Vincent Toretto Wilkos. Audrey Geneva Wilson. Giacomo Matthew Lumia Wilson. Jake Paul Wilson. Kiera Alexis Wilson. Shoshana Wines. Allie Marie Winnie. Shelby Marie Winson. Audrey James Witt. Kyle David Wold. Ryan John Wold. Sydney Marina Wold. Justin Kenalu Wolfson. Gavin Lee Wood. Noah Lee Woods. Maeve Caroline Worsley. Katrina Mari Wright. Trevor Jean Wright. Trenton Joseph Ryder. J. Andrew Yankee. Zach Yarborough. Emma Dean Zielinski. Marley Seringa Zimmer. Jack Abner Zuckerman. Jack Henri Zuili. Victoria May Schroeder Zunick. Annika Olivia Zuschlag.
One more time for the class of 2022. In just a moment, the senior class president, Corey Cadwell, will come and lead the graduates in the traditional tassel ceremony. But before we do that, I would invite everybody to please stand and join the Boise High Choir under the direction of Mr. David Burton in the singing of our alma mater, To Thee, Boise High, which is on the back of your graduation program. Mr. Burton.
To thee, Boise High, we raise our song, its praises ever sing. In triumph wave its colors high, and to it honor bring. Thy name, Boise High, we will uphold, with red and white so true. The white our thoughts, the red our hearts, all glory be to you. And so, Boise High, as through the years, our praise to thee we sing. Our golden days we share always, and thoughts are every three.
Graduates, please join me and move your tassel from the right to the left.
Graduates, in conclusion of this evening's commencement, I'd like to leave you with some words from prominent literary character Winnie the Pooh, which apply to you on this occasion. When you see someone putting on their big boots, you can pretty be sure that there's an adventure that's going to happen. Go out into the world in your big boots, be proud, be brave, congratulations, throw those hats. Okay, faculty and staff, I would invite you to join on the ends. Graduates, we will leave through the middle aisle. We will leave through the middle aisle.
hear silence. In the dark, so that I see the mirror stars are burnt out, and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. Be my night sky.